president of Mexico is furious. She's calling Mexican Senator Lily Tellez a traitor for coming on Fox Noticias with me a few days ago and saying this. Listen.
The help from the United States to fight the cartels in Mexico is absolutely welcome, and that is how the majority of Mexicans feel. The only ones who don't like that President Trump is sending help and trying to support Mexicans against the cartels are the narco politicians. That includes President Sheinbaum.
Yeah, that's something I've been saying, gosh, probably since Sheinbaum was installed into office. I don't know if you recall or not, but in Mexico there was some extremely questionable events that took place during that. One guy was unalived that was running for president. They just completely took him out. They're like, "Nah, I'm not going to do it. Can't have you running for presidente." And the lady, by the way, that Sheinbaum chick. How many Mexicans you know last name Sheinbaum? I'm just saying. I mean, like, hi, I am Guadalupe Sheinbaum. No, it doesn't work like that. Think about it now. Who is this lady for real? I hate to say it, but she's part of the Israel government, which ties a lot. When you find out the circle of like crazy mess that ties these people all the way back to that Maduro guy that the United States is after for narco terrorism, but that Mexican senator chick goes on to expose that Sheinbaum Mexican president because she says, hey, there is a lot of people that live in Mexico that are tired of the cartel because the cartel is actually an off-the-books military openly operating. Because of them being an off-the-books military, they get to do all kind of really different things that aren't ethical without any kind of national recourses because of the fact that they don't operate under a Geneva Convention. They do their own thing. They're like a Hitler military almost. They can do whatever they want, just however they want to do it. And of course, given clemency to do so by government officials because everybody's getting paid. And you got to think about this. The Mexican cartel just isn't be operating on no Mexican border. Them fools who's got offices all through the United States wearing suits and ties and standing in front of cameras and having a good old time. And anybody that's against the narco terrorism to come to an end are people that work for the Mexican cartel. And I've said it in many videos. Hi, leader of cartel. Here she is. And it's that Mexican chick, Sheinbaum. Said it a bunch. It's coming out. And it's just to surprise anybody. Lefties hate watching my videos. You think that I'm just doing this because I'm like one-sided, some kind of right-wing extremist? You think that's what this is? Are you just basically, can't you get it in your thick heads that I'm trying to show you that what you're fighting for is all a facade, and when it's all said and done with, when the system gains its control, you're going to be next on their target list because they've got to do away with the people who wreaked all the havoc to give these people the power they necessarily needed, which is that is a Mao Zedong 101. Study that in China. Your real history, not your professor history who hates Trump. Real history. Anyways, guys, did you know, too, by the way, that wrestler, everybody's probably seen it. There was a video of a wrestling match that went terribly wrong because there was a prior altercation with that guy. There was a black dude and a white dude. The white wrestler, some things got out of hand, and there was a beer can that was smashed on the black dude's head like a day or two before that. And apparently this was some kind of skit that they were putting together, and the one guy didn't understand what was going on, the white dude. And so the white dude did a terrible thing. And there's yes, you can argue there's some sort of bad blood, but you can't wait like 2 days later or a day later or hours later and then come at somebody. That's not how that works. It just doesn't. I mean, that's typically if you're that upset about it, then you should have went to the authorities and filed charges against the white dude who did the beer can thing, or you should have handled it right then. Not like wait for the guy to have his back turned and do some terrible stuff and then the guy didn't live. Just to let you know, the white dude who got slammed on the thing, and that guy's not alive anymore. And that means there's a possibility that the dude who did all that violent attack might be facing some charges. I got videos of that dude and his dad. His dad is an MMA fighter. And so that MMA fighter guy. I'm going to show you some videos. Watch this. Here's a little bit of footage right here that I can show you. A fan taps on the dude's back. This is on the father's back, and the father, I mean, went completely off, dude.
I can't pay with this thing?
No. No, I don't, Don.
I just want to say what's up.
Bro, do you tap people on the back like that?
Sorry.
Bro, that's rude as fuck, bro.
I'm so sorry.
Nobody like that. Turn around. Come here. Turn around. How you like that?
I'm so sorry.
Think about it. How you like that?
No, I just grew up watching your fights.
So you come tap people on the back like that?
Nah.
Are you serious? Are you serious though, bro?
I'm so sorry.
It gets even worse. Like at the end, watch this.
Get your ass kicked.
Yeah, sorry. I just grew up watching your fights.
You look at my son. Look at my son looking at you.
By the way, that's the one who did that terrible act. And of course, now they squash it. They do.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
You know, but this son was raised to be sort of violent, I think. And even the father even says so. He says, "I've got college tuition for my Asian kids." But for the other two, the one that did the bad thing, and the other one said, "I got bail money for him." I kid you not.
Rogers and his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids.
Raja was the guy who did that terrible thing to that wrestler.
I knew that it was going to college, so I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him.
He's pretty much saying that dude's nuts, and he's got a lot of mental issues. By the way, I'll show you. See if I can find it here while we do this live. Here we go. Yeah, let's see here. Check this out.
I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, this was after that happened, and so I don't think he knows that person's not alive anymore. Got a fun little segment here called Trump AI. This is dad finds the girl's pleasure device in the bathroom. His daughter was in the bathroom and left her device that she uses for self-gratification, and he uses Trump AI.
Love you. Yeah, I've heard that.
There's some kind of app you can do. I'm going to have to download that app and have a little fun with that. That's pretty good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.